desert, for I walk in this world.
Good morning. It is Friday morning, and come to the end of our week this week. Hope that you've had a great week, and hope your day today so far is going great. I know for many of you, your kids are starting Christmas break today, and so I hope that you have a blessed Christmas break as you spend time together with your families. We're going to do another song and story this morning, as we've been doing on Fridays, and so we'll jump right into that this morning. O Holy Night. It was the product of circumstance in southern France. In the medieval town of Requeimar, and I probably didn't pronounce that right because it's a French name and I don't speak French, so that's an Oklahoma pronunciation of that town. But in that medieval town in 1843, the parish priest of the local church there wanted to commemorate the renovations that had been done to their church organ. And so this led him to a poet named, and he was also a wine merchant, but his name was Placide Cappeau. Placide Cappeau. And he was a man that had little to no interest at all in religion whatsoever. But Cappeau accepted the request to write this commemoration for their church organ. And so on a stagecoach en route to Paris, he penned a poem called in English Midnight Christians. It obviously had a French name then, but it was translated Midnight Christians. Totally unrelated to this particular story or to the poem itself. Cappeau himself only had one hand. He lost his right hand when he was a child, when his childhood friend shot him and in the arm, and he ended up having to have it amputated. That was a little sidebar there. Didn't really have anything to do with the poem or the song. Nevertheless, the priest that had gone to Cappeau for this commemoration suggested that Cappeau take his poem to a composer by the name of Adolphe Adam. Adam was actually a friend of Cappeau already, not the friend that shot him in the arm, but they were friends, and so Adam used the poem for the basis of a composition. Adam himself was a prolific composer. He wrote for a number of operas and ballets, and can be placed on a lengthy list of Jewish composers who've written Christmas music. And so the resulting carol was simply titled Christmas Carol, or I think in French it's Cantique de Noël, but it was titled Christmas Carol, and it premiered in 1847. It was performed by a local opera singer named Emily Laurie. The carol became instantly popular, but it took a sharp nosedive once word got out about the writer of the song, the poem that became the song, Cappeau, because Cappeau was an atheist with a strong disdain for religious authority. And it outraged church leaders, and so church leaders banned the song from French churches. The French people wouldn't, in spite of that ban, they would not let the song go. It was too popular, and so for a time, it lived on outside of the church itself, but the churches would not sing it or perform it inside their congregations. Now, eventually, this tune reached the ears of a guy named John Sullivan Dwight. He was an American minister, a Unitarian minister. He was an influential music critic and a part-time Santa impersonator. In 1855, Dwight decided to translate the song to English, and the resulting translation is what we now know as O Holy Night. Now, due to his more religious philosophies, Dwight decided to take a few liberties with Cappeau's lyrics, and O Holy Night is much less subdued by comparison to Cappeau's original writing. Dwight changed Cappeau's refrain, where he had written, "People kneel down, await your deliverance. Christmas, Christmas, here is the Redeemer." And he changed that to, "O night divine, the night when Christ was born." Dwight was a transcendentalist, essentially kind of a reactionary movement to intellectualism, and that states that there's an inherent goodness in everything and everyone. O Holy Night presents the night and the event itself as being a holy night, a holy event, which was an element that was absent from Capoe's original writing. And so this version by Dwight became very popular, and it overshadowed the original by a long shot. And with a few tweaks here and there over the past 160 plus years, we now have the modern version that we hear every year at Christmas time. There's one more little oddity about this song, about this story. You see, legend has it that O Holy Night, the original version, played a part in the Franco-Prussian War. And during a lull in the battle on December 24th, 1870, French troops started singing the carol from their trench. And it moved the German soldiers so much that they began to sing one of Martin Luther's hymns, presumably Silent Night, but again, that's a big presumption. The impromptu Battle of the Bands resulted in a 24-hour truce so the soldiers on both sides could celebrate Christmas. Now, there's not a whole lot of proof to that story that it actually happened, but it may have led to the growth in popularity of the tune across France at the time and its eventual reinstatement into French churches. It's a neat story. Again, don't have a lot of proof of that, but if it did happen, boy, what a powerful story. And so that is the story of O Holy Night, a song written by a Jewish man based on a poem by a French atheist, rejected by the church, translated by an American minister, a transcendentalist, and maybe sung on battlefields with German troops, and most certainly sung every year by more and more singers, and certainly sung to celebrate that night that Jesus was born. And so, O Holy Night, I hope you enjoyed that story. Let's sing the song together. O holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and ever pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. The thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, O night divine, O night when Christ was born, O night, O holy night, O night divine. Hope that you have a great rest of your day today and a great weekend this weekend. I love you guys. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Have a great day.
They resound with God's own heart. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Words of life, words of hope.